Hello and welcome to a special edition of Hot Mamas Living Better at Any Age. I am your host, Dawneen Beckham, and I'm so excited that you're here with me today, taking the time out of your busy schedule to listen to this special edition. And the reason I'm calling it a special edition is it is going to be a shorter radio show today because I am putting my hat on as the CEO of Bold Radio Station, and I am here today to talk to you about how to become the host of your very own radio station right here on Bold Radio, how to become the host of your very own show. It's a very simple process. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me lately, so I thought it would be a good idea just to let everybody know how easy the process is and the steps that we take to get you ready to launch your own show. And I want to tell you about all of the wonderful benefits that we have for you at Bold Radio Station. We do for our hosts what no other radio station does, and I'll explain that to you as we go. Now, if you can, while you are listening to today's show, whether you are listening live, today's Friday, July the 28th, and it's noon Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you are listening to this on a replay on a later date, what I would like for you to do, if you can, is to log on to our radio station website. The web address is boldradiostation.com because I want to kind of walk you through some things on our website that will be very helpful to you to do your due diligence before you decide if hosting your own show is for you. So the first thing is, of course, when you get to our homepage, you're going to see a menu across the top, and I want you to concentrate on the bottom of the page. You will see in red that there are several testimonials from some of our current and former radio hosts. So I want you to see what the actual hosts of our shows right now and those in the past have to say about their experience as a host of their own show. Now, we do have shows that range from business opportunities, spirituality, how to be an entrepreneur, how to work your business in the market that you are in. So we have shows for just about anyone and everyone. And something else that you can do is you can click on Meet the Hosts, and you will see our current hosts of the shows that we are now airing live and also on replay. And you can click on any one of these and you'll be able to look at their bio, see what they're all about, see what their show is about, and you can listen to archived editions of their shows straight from their page. Now, this is something that we do for our hosts. On the front end, before you begin broadcasting your show, we get with you about what your show is going to be about so that we have a good feeling for how we're going to set up your host page. And we help you with all of that. You provide us with a headshot and with your bio and with what your show is going to be about, and we help you with that. If you're unsure what to title your show or what you want your show to be about, we can help you with that. We have the experience to be able to help you narrow down your focus and really hone in on the market that you want your show to reach. So we will help you with naming your show and what your show topic is going to be about. And then we help you develop everything for your host page. Each of our hosts, for their show, they have their own host page, and you can click on any one of the hosts that you see in the drop-down menu. Their page will open up, and you will see the banner for their show. Now, this is something else that we help you with. Once we narrow down the name of your show and we decide the day and the time that it will air live, we will help you with the graphic design of the beautiful banner that you see across the top of every host page. We will get with you about the colors that you like, the headshot that you want, what we're going to title your show. And then our graphic design team will design that banner for you, and then our webmaster will put all of this together in a beautiful web page that is dedicated to you and your show. Any social media links that you have will be on your page as well. We'll give a description of your show, and we will also post your biography so that people that want to listen to your show can see who you are and what you're all about. Now, the really cool thing about the host page is that you will see down at the bottom a player that will archive every single episode of your show. I'm looking at my page right now while we are broadcasting live, and you will see how many episodes are available. And right now, today is episode 41. And you can go through and click on any archived episode and listen to it right there from the host page. So this is a great way for you to advertise. You can post a link to your host page on Bold Radio and post it out to all of your social media. You can send it in an email blast. You can do whatever you want to, because this page is yours to use for your business to be able to get people to listen to your show and then purchase your product, service, whatever it is that you are promoting with your show. So it's a one-stop place for you to send your listeners, your fans, your clients, your potential clients, for them to be able to see what you are up to and listen to your shows straight from your very own page. And it is an interactive page. You'll see that there is a place that you can click on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, any social media link that you have. Our webmaster will put that on your host page for you. And then down at the bottom of the page, you'll see who we are partnered with. Now, this is really cool. We do have a partnership with iTunes and with iHeartRadio and also with YouTube. Our platform that we broadcast through is Spreaker. All of our shows are available also on Spreaker and on iHeartRadio. Now, once you have broadcast at least 6 live shows, we will take care of applying for you as the host of your show to be picked up by iHeartRadio. And that way you can tell your listeners, your fans, your potential clients that your show is on iHeartRadio and they can listen to it from the iHeartRadio app from anywhere in the world. And I'm proud to say that all of the shows currently on Bold Radio Station are available on iHeartRadio. So every single one of our hosts have their shows picked up by iHeartRadio. So we are very excited and proud of all of our hosts and all of our shows that have been picked up by iHeartRadio. Now, you can also go through and see, if you click on Meet the CEO, you can read all about me. You can also read about our former CEO, Kim Boudreaux Smith. Now, Kim is still a consultant for Bold Radio. She and I visit regularly, almost every day. She and I have a conversation about something having to do with Bold Radio, and she's been extremely helpful in helping me make the transition as the CEO of Bold, and she is still helping us with behind-the-scenes things and tech issues that come up, helping with graphic design and advertising and things like that. Then you can also click on Meet the Team, and you will meet our team of very talented and wonderful producers who help us look and sound wonderful while we are on the air. And you will also learn about our director of operations, who we could not get our shows done without her. She is a whiz at scheduling. And the reason that I'm telling you about all of these people is because this is the team that will undergird you and support you as a host of your own show. All you have to do basically is show up. That's it. You don't have to worry about purchasing any kind of fancy sound equipment. You don't have to worry about any kind of graphic design or recording or anything like that. The only thing that we ask you to do is to make sure that you have a really good headset. And the ones that most of our hosts use, you can purchase them on Amazon for less than $30. And it's a really great headset that's noise canceling and allows you to be able to hear well, and for your listeners to be able to hear you clearly and distinctly as you talk during your radio show. So that's really the only equipment investment that you have to make as a host. So all of the people that you see on the website are there to help you to get started, to get the web page done, the graphic design, our webmaster, those people that are behind the scenes, they do beautiful work, and you will be very impressed with the work that they do. The other thing that we ask that you have is a really good, stable internet connection, because we are an internet Radio Station. Now, we give you a turnkey radio experience, and what we broadcast is a radio show. It's not a podcast. It's not a recording that we just go back and replay, although our shows are available for replay on our various platforms. But we actually produce a radio show for you on the internet. So you have to have a really good, stable internet connection. And what we really ask that you do is when you broadcast your show, we'd like for you to be in a central location, either at your home or at your office, someplace that you can be in private, be in quiet, and know that we have that good, stable internet connection. So that's really the only two things that you need. You need a good quality headset, and you need a good, stable internet connection. And Bold Radio Station does everything else for you. So let me kind of walk you through the process if you are interested in becoming a host of your own show. And you don't have to be a business owner. You don't have to have a product or a service to sell. You could just be passionate about a particular subject. I have someone that I'm working with now who is very passionate about a particular disease process that affects millions of people across the world. And she is thinking about launching a show right here on Bold Radio Station just to get the word out about this particular disease, helping people who are caregivers of others who have this disease. So she doesn't really have a product or a service to sell. She is just passionate about a topic that she wants to get good information out to the masses, and this is a perfect way to do that. So again, you don't have to have a business or a product or a service. You can just be passionate about something. I'm passionate about health and fitness and wellness. And yes, I have products and services to sell, but that's really not what I'm doing on my radio show. I'm delivering information to people to help them make good, healthy choices in their life so that they can live a healthier lifestyle and hopefully live longer. So if you have a passion for something, you've got a voice. And we will help you to be that bold voice in the marketplace and reach those listeners around the world. Let me tell you a little bit about our listeners. You can also access our media kit. If you click again on our website on becoming a host, you will see that there is a media kit. You have to scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll be able to access our media kit. And you can see all of the information about our demographics, our listeners, who is out there, who is listening to our shows. We literally have listeners in every country around the world. I misspoke. Every continent around the world. We do have listeners, with the exception of the North and South Pole. We haven't made it there yet, but we are in every continent. We have listeners in Europe, the United States, Canada, South America. We are literally all over the world. And our listeners range in age from 40 to 65. Both men and women listen to Bold Radio Station. And we actually keep up with the stats on every show every month. And we give those to our hosts so that you can see how your show is doing. How many live listeners do you have? How many downloads do you have the next week? Where are people listening to your show from? What countries are they in? What time zone are they in? So we can help you reach those people that you want to reach. Sometimes we need to tweak the day or the time that your show airs, and those stats that we look at every month help us to do that. So be sure that you take a look at our media kit so that you can see some of the information about the listeners that we have and the demographics. So we help you in handling the production of your shows. We also edit your shows if there's a glitch, if there's some noise in the background, if there's a gap in sound, you let us know and we will edit that out of your show. We also store and distribute your shows. We email support to your guests. We do have periodic marketing strategy group calls. We do offer training and support. We promote your show on all of our social media platforms. We ask that our hosts promote their shows as well, and we walk you through how to do that and when is the appropriate time to market your show before it airs live. And after it airs live, we still want you to promote the replays. But we also promote each and every show on our own social media platforms. So you are reaching a huge number of people on social media to let them know that your show is out there ready to be listened to. We also analyze the show. Again, we give you those demographics and the stats on your listeners. And we also have a private Facebook group that we place our hosts into so that we can communicate things that we need to get out just to our hosts, different things about maybe marketing, or if we have some tech issues, or if there's things that we need to talk to the hosts about, we do have that private Facebook group. Something else that we do for your show is we help you with a professional introduction and exit for your show. We help you choose music. We help you with voiceover. If you want to record your own introduction and exit for your show, we help you with that. If you don't want to, we have a cache of professional voiceover artists that we call upon to do our voiceovers for us for our intros and exits. So we provide that for you as well. Now, you can also get your own advertisers and sponsors for your radio show. Now, this is a way to actually get paid for doing your show. We do charge a nominal amount per month for your show. Now, this is something that we will talk with you individually when you contact us to talk about your show, because we do have different packages available. We have 30-minute shows once a week for a month. We have hour-long shows once a week for a month. We have 6-month packages, and we have 12-month packages. So it really depends on what you want to do, how long you want to be obligated, how long your show is going to be. If you want to have guests on your show, we will talk to you about that, because you might want to consider having a longer show if you plan to have guests on regularly. But I will tell you this, our packages are less expensive per month than podcasting. They are less expensive per month than doing your own production, having to purchase your own equipment, doing your own recording and editing and uploading, purchasing your own platforms. So we take all of that out of the mix, and we do all of that for you. So you will find that our rates for our hosts are very, very, very nominal in comparison to some of the other things that you can do to get your voice heard out there on social media through a podcast or some type of maybe a Facebook Live or things like that. We give you that turnkey radio experience that you will not see anywhere else. So be sure that you click on Bold Advertisers. That's on our home page across the top on the menu, and you will see that we do have some advertisers on board with us now. We are sponsored by the Razor Canine Store, and we are sponsored by Greater Good Imperial Brewing Company. And we are also sponsored by We Are Beautiful magazine. Now, these are sponsors of Bold Radio Station as a whole. Now, you can get your own sponsors, advertisers, corporate sponsors, and we just ask that you let us know who they are so that we can reach out to them as well and get information from them to place them on your host page so that there will be a link from your host page to your advertisers or your sponsors. And then you negotiate with that advertiser yourself as to what you want them to pay you to be their spokesperson. And this is something that we will walk you through. We'll explain to you what you need to do to try to get advertisers and sponsors, what you need to talk to them about as far as what they want from you, how often you will give their name on your show during your 30-minute or your hour-long show. So this, again, is something that we will assist you with. And there is a small fee that we take from the advertiser up front that covers our work in placing them onto to your website and making sure that we have all of their information so that we are connecting them also to your listeners. But then whatever they pay you to be their spokesperson, that's completely up to you. So that's something that you won't find anywhere else. You will not find that with podcasters. And as far as I know, there are no other internet radio stations that are doing that. Now, one of the great things that we do for all of our hosts is once the show has aired and it is available online as a replay, that show is yours. It is yours to keep. We provide you with a link to the show. You can access it yourself. It will be on your host page as a live link. It will also be on the Spreaker platform where you can access it there as well. And we encourage all of our hosts to download the MP3 recording of your show so that you will have it forever, because we never know if something might happen and something crashes and we lose a show or something like that. We encourage you, as soon as the show has aired live and we provide you with that link, that you download it so that you have a copy of the MP3 of that show forever and ever and ever. And then you can do with it what you want. You can link it through all of your social media. You can use it as a paid ad on Facebook. You can post it and put some money behind it and get more and more people to listen to your show. Or you can send it out in an email blast. We want you to have free reign of your show, because that's what it is. It's your show. It's your content. It's yours to keep. Now, speaking of content, once we help you come up with your show title and kind of the theme behind your show, then it is your job to come up with your content. Now, I said earlier, all you have to do is show up, and that's basically right. You have to show up and be available at your computer when it's time for your show to air live. But it's the host's responsibility to come up with the content for each weekly show. And if you want to have guests on, it's your responsibility also to line up your guests. Now, once you have your guests scheduled, we do all of the legwork after that. You email us the name of your guest and their contact information, and then we reach out to them from the radio station, and we send them an interactive form that they fill out with all of their information so that we know how to contact them when it's time for them to appear live on your show. So again, we're doing all the work for you. All you have to do is show up, have your show content, and if you're going to have a guest, provide that information to us. So it's really an easy process. And we do so much of the work behind the scenes for you that it's really not a lot of time and effort on your part, other than just coming up with your content, finding guests if you prefer to have guests. And I always encourage my hosts to have a plan B. You never know when there might be a tech issue or an emergency and a guest either can't get online or they can't show up for one reason or another. And we still want your show to go forward with you. So you always want to have a plan B, have another show lined up that you can carry on your own as the host, just in the event that something happens. So be sure that you click also on the connect button from our webpage, because this is how you can get in touch with me as the CEO of Bold Radio Station. So once you click on connect and that page pops up, you will fill in your name, your email. You can fill in a subject line if you want to. Just say, I'd like to get more information about being a host on Bold or hosting a radio show, and then you have got a place to type in a message to us. And then when you hit send, that's going to come directly to me. Now, it will also go to my Director of Operations, Ingrid Sanchez, but I will be the one who will personally respond to your email messages. I am a firm believer, as the CEO of Bold Radio Station, in being the one who connects with our people. So if you are interested in becoming a host, when you click send, it's going to come right to me, and I will be the one who responds to you. Now, the next step, if you decide to take that step and send us your contact information, is I will get in touch with you and I will send you a link to my calendar. And we will set up a time to have a Zoom call. Zoom is a free service. It's much like Skype. We will set up a time to have a call so that I can meet you in cyberspace and just kind of get to know you and pick your brain a little bit about, what you're passionate about, what is your business, what is it that you want to do a show about. And then I will usually have you come on my show as a guest because I want you to see and feel what the radio experience is all about from the guest perspective. Because being a host is a lot like being a guest as far as showing up, being in a quiet place, having stable internet, having a good headset. So all of those things transfer over from being a guest on a show to actually hosting your own show. And we will always be there for you for support. Like I said earlier, we do have calls periodically with our hosts just to kind of brainstorm a little bit and talk about issues that we might be having and to uplift and give that foundation to our hosts for any type of help or assistance that they need. So I'm always available to answer individual questions. All of my hosts have my contact information and they know that they can reach me at any time. And our producers are really good about that as well. If there's some kind of technical issue, they work with our hosts one-on-one and try to resolve issues just as quickly as possible. So that is how you can become a host of your own show on Bold Radio Station. Start by looking at the website, meet the CEO, meet the team, meet the hosts, look and see what it will all be about should you decide to become a host. And then click on Become a Host. Look at all the information behind what it is that we do to undergird and support you as a host. And then click on the advertisers where you can access our media kit. And then lastly and most importantly, click on Connect, fill out that form, hit send, and I will personally respond to your connection with Bold Radio Station, and we will work on getting you started as a host of your very own radio show. So I invite you to do your due diligence, look at everything that we have to offer, listen to some shows. When you click on Meet the Hosts, just listen to a couple of shows. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. Just listen to a few minutes of it, get an idea for what the sound quality is like and the intro and the music and the voiceovers, and listen to a few different shows because every one of the hosts is different. The shows are going to be different. And I invite you to do that at your convenience and then get in contact with us about becoming a host of your own show on Bold Radio Station. So that's it for this special edition of Hot Mamas Living Better at Any Age. I know we didn't talk a lot about being a hot mama today, but I wanted to take this opportunity just to give you the information that you need in order to look into becoming a host of your own show on Bold Radio Station. And now I want you to go out there and be the hot mama that you were destined to be.